100.9.
ABC News. I'm Derek Dennis. First, the guilty verdicts, now the sentencing this morning for Alec Murdaugh, convicted of killing his wife and son.
We had no doubt that if we had a chance to present our case in a court of law, that they would see through the one last con that Alec Murdaugh was trying to pull, and they did, and we're so grateful for that.
Lead prosecutor Creighton Waters, ABC's Eva Pilgrim at the courthouse.
This is really quite a moment when you think about who Alec Murdaugh is here in the low country of South Carolina. He comes from a legacy of all legacy families. His family, someone in his family has been the solicitor in this area, which is basically like a DA in other parts of the country, for almost 100 years.
ABC News spoke to a juror who says though deliberations appeared to last about 3 hours, it really only took 45 minutes to find Murdaugh guilty on all counts. Disgraced New York Congressman George Santos on the verge of being held accountable for admittedly lying to get elected and for allegations he stole money and broke the law.
The bipartisan House Ethics Committee formally launched an investigation into George Santos, the freshman congressman known for fabricating much of his own life story. There are so many allegations, they had to form a separate subcommittee. Among the things they are looking at, allegations related to campaign finance, whether Santos lied to the House in disclosure statements, and alleged violations of federal conflict of interest laws.
ABC's Jonathan Carl. Wild weather in the South, suspected tornadoes in Louisiana and Texas, toppling trees, damaging cars and homes.
We actually felt the house lift up and move 2 foot, towards the back of the woods.
That's Ray Woodarski in Picton, Texas, northeast of Dallas, saying he's lucky to be alive. A Lufthansa flight that suffered severe turbulence this week, sending passengers, crew, and everything else flying, had the wife of actor Matthew McConaughey on board. On Instagram, Camilla McConaughey says it was chaos. You're listening to ABC News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
NFL prospect Jalen Carter is back at scouting events a day after getting charged in a deadly January crash. Carter faces a misdemeanor for allegedly racing the car carrying recruiter Chandler LaCroix and teammate Devin Willock, both killed.
Willock's girlfriend now speaking to Good Morning America, saying he was more than a football player
who had such a life in front of him. I'm not going to say if I think that someone should be blamed.
Carter left the scene of the crash for more than an hour before returning to talk to police when, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, he provided shifting accounts of the incident to investigators. In a statement, Carter says, "When all the facts are known, I will be fully exonerated."
ABC's Andrea Fujii. A woman declared dead years ago, now found alive and well in Puerto Rico. Patricia Copta lived outside Pittsburgh but vanished in 1992. Ross Township Police say she wound up in an adult care facility. Deputy Chief Brian Colehep.
She refused to ever discuss her private life, where she came from. There were some various stories about where she came from, most of which focused around that she came in on a cruise ship from Europe.
Copta eventually revealing more about herself, a DNA test confirming her identity. Her sister and nephew now say they can't wait to visit her. Higher beer prices are making American drinkers cut back. Anheuser-Busch InBev reporting global sales dropped at the end of 2022. North America down the most, more than 8%. The company noting U.S. sales have been stabilizing since then. This is ABC News.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
I'm Derek Dennis, ABC News.
Does that will have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. 5 minutes past 7 o'clock, our forecast for today. We have showers, maybe thunderstorms today. Highs around 70 degrees, and the National Weather Service is telling us some of the thunderstorms could be severe. Partly cloudy tonight, isolated thunderstorms, lows around 45. Tomorrow, sunny, highs around 70. Clear overnight, lows around 40. For Sunday, sunshine, highs again around 70. Clear overnight, lows around 40. And back to work on Monday. Sunshine, highs around 70. Partly cloudy overnight, lows around 50. Well, let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday's even warmer. Partly cloudy, highs around 80 with overnight lows around 50 degrees. We're pushing on into the middle of March, so it looks like we're going to miss the snow unless we wind up with another surprise March blizzard like back in 1960. My mother was pregnant with me then. There is a wind advisory in effect from 1 o'clock this afternoon to 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is going to affect the northeast Georgia, upstate of South Carolina, southern foothills, and the Piedmont of western North Carolina. Again, from 1 o'clock this afternoon to 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Gusty winds can blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs can be blown down, and there could be some power outages. And for our neighbors over in McDowell County, you also will go under a wind advisory at 1 o'clock, but yours will be until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And that, again, will affect portions of western North Carolina. Gusty winds can blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs can be blown down. There could be some power outages, and travel will be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. We have our morning obituaries, but we have so many we're going to have to hold off until after. Maybe I can get those in. I'll go ahead and get them in. Donna Lynn Cooper, 58 of Spindale, passed away on Monday at Rutherford Regional. There will be no services. Crow's Mortuary in charge of the arrangements for Donna Lynn Cooper. Terry Williams Jr., 62 of Rutherford, passed away on Tuesday at hospice. At his request, there will be no services. Crow's Mortuary in charge of the arrangements for Terry Williams. Thomas Joseph Burke, 74 of Hickory, passed away. Pageant King in charge of his arrangements. Thomas Joseph Tom Burke. Mary Ann Smith Waters passed away on Sunday, February 26th at Spartanburg Regional. A memorial service will be held this afternoon at 2 o'clock at Robert Morgan Rutherford Chapel at 124 Fairhope Street in Forest City. Robert Morgan Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Mary Ann Smith Waters. Luke Garrett Alexander, 22, was called home on Saturday, February 25th. The family will receive friends from 1:30 until 2:50 today at the Bible Tabernacle. Funeral services will be at the Bible Tabernacle beginning at 3 o'clock. Matt Mahan's Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Luke Garrett Alexander, age 22. Tracy Simmons, 51, of Rutherford, passed away on Friday, February 24th. Funeral services are at 2 o'clock tomorrow at the Grace Chapel. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service. Harrelson Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Tracy Lee Simmons, age 51, of Rutherford. Charles Rollins Sr., 76, of Forest City, passed away on February the 26th. The family will have a memorial service tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Crestview Baptist Church, and the family will receive friends in the foyer following the service. The Rutherford County Honor Guard will be providing the military honors. Crow's Mortuary in charge of the arrangements for Charles Rollins Sr. Deborah K. Taylor, 64 of King Street, passed away on Saturday, February the 25th. A celebration of life is tomorrow at 4 o'clock at Crow's Funeral Home. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service. Crow's in charge of the arrangements for Deborah K. Taylor, age 64. Barbara Diane Hoppus, 54 of Spindale, passed away on Tuesday, February the 28th at Mission Hospital. A graveside service is being held at 3 o'clock on Sunday at the Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for Barbara Diane Hoppus, age 54, of Spindale. Bill O'Reilly coming up next.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, no question there is a concerted effort to intimidate and silence conservative thinkers and replace our God-given individual liberty with big government controls. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization in America. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits and all kinds of great content. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. On this Friday, the backlash against pro-criminal leftists in office is now fully underway. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot was humiliated in the election this week, getting just 17% of the vote, so she's gone. As you may know, under Lightfoot's administration, the Windy City has become a place of violent mayhem. In Missouri, Attorney General Andrew Bailey actually fired St. Louis District Attorney Kim Gardner, who never saw a criminal she didn't want to release. St. Louis has the highest murder rate in the country. In Philadelphia, the DA Larry Krasner is being impeached by the state legislature in Harrisburg. Krasner is openly defiant about his pathetic conviction rate. And in New Orleans, the 9th most violent city in the world, Mayor LaToya Cantrell is the target of a recall vote, which I believe will succeed. So the progressive left, which has badly damaged public safety all over the country and also attacked policing almost everywhere, is now beginning to get hammered. The voters in the places where crime is rising, especially violent crime, cannot vote for progressives, or you're putting yourself and your family in danger. It is as simple as that. If you want the progressives, we will all pay a price. Back after this. If you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
On March 1, 1872, President Grant signed into law a bill that made Yellowstone our first national park. One of the many people responsible for this was an artist by the name of Thomas Moran. Moran was a teacher who was also doing some illustrating for books and magazines when he heard about the Western expedition being planned by Ferdinand Hayden. Hayden already had a photographer, but because of the persuasiveness of Moran, Hayden allowed him to go along if Moran would pay his own way. Raising $500 by pre-selling watercolors, he packed up his stuff and headed west. When they reached the Yellowstone area, Moran sketched Devil's Slide and Tower Falls. At the Yellowstone Grand Canyon, he commented that the colors he saw there were beyond the reach of human art. Moran returned east with sketches and visions of unbelievable colors. The government purchased one of his oils, a 7-foot by 12-foot painting, for $10,000. Thomas Moran went back west on a number of occasions. One time he went with Major John Wesley Powell down the Colorado River through Utah, Arizona, and the Grand Canyon. But wherever he went, he never forgot Yellowstone. Incidentally, it's easy to tell the pictures painted by Thomas Moran after the 1871 expedition because this experience not only changed his life, it changed his signature. After his initial visit, he started signing his paintings with the initials T.Y.M. for Thomas Yellowstone Moran. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Listening to the radio
We are 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. It's 16 minutes past 7 o'clock, and it's time to start the call-around portion of our morning report. We always start with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, and we have Deputy Butron on the phone with us this morning. Good morning, Deputy Butron. How are you this morning?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. What you got to report this morning?
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 137 calls for service. The jails processed 13 arrests, and there's currently 177 incarcerated in the county jail. For arrest reports, Belinda Bradley was served an order for arrest for a failure to appear on a misdemeanor. James Avery Paget was served with a failure to appear on a misdemeanor and a failure to appear on a felony. Hoyt Collins was charged with possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Shelby Nicole Phillips was served an order for arrest for a failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Brooklyn Shea Vance was served with a criminal summons for second-degree trespass and harassing phone calls. And Matthew Tyler Langley was served with a order for arrest for 4 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And that's what we've got.
Deputy Butron, thank you very much. You have a great day today, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
And we go to 911. We have Miranda on the phone this morning. Good morning, Miranda. Miranda, good morning.
This is Lindsay. Can I help you?
Yeah, Lindsay, this is Lou. Can you do the morning report this morning?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
In the past 24 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 communications has processed 375 911 calls and an admin calls, which consisted of 64 EMS, under law enforcement 137 Sheriff's Office, 53 Forest City, 1 Lake Lure, 44 Rutherfordton, and 41 Spindale. Under fire calls, Forest City, Rutherfordton, and SCO all had motor vehicle accidents, and that is all.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale. And Ruby Taylor has the report from the SDO area. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
What you got to report this morning?
The fire department, well, they had a vehicle accident. And on my birthday calendar, I got Mr. and Ms. Ronnie Huntley having an anniversary today. Hope they have a nice day. Tomorrow, Laura Robbins, Jennifer Husky, Sadie White, and Chad Keers having birthdays tomorrow. Hope they have a nice day. And Sunday, Tommy Johnson's having birthday. And the signs are in the breast, heart today, tomorrow, and in the bowel Sunday, and that's all I got.
All righty, Ruby. You have a good day, and we'll talk to you again soon.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
20 minutes past 7 o'clock, and DeVern Upton has the report from Boston. Good morning, DeVern.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
What you got to report this morning?
Well, here in Boston, we have a temperature of 56 degrees. Fire department had no calls. Food boxes will be given out at Washburn's Outreach today from 9 to 12:30. That's off of Piney Church Road, Bostic Link. And tonight at 6:30, Friday Night Fires Revival will start at 6:30 at Faith Baptist Church in Forest City. And Pastor Brian Melton invites everyone out, and hope everyone has a wonderful and safe day.
All righty, DeVern, you have a good day, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City. Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there.
And the man who had to fill Bob Hodges' shoes, we got Robbie this morning. Good morning, Robbie.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, we get kind of dual stories out of you. We can get Rutherfordton and we can get Mount Vernon.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you're the man with the plan. Know everything.
I don't know if I know everything or not, but we can at least say we do anyway,
yeah,
right?
We can.
Well, with Rutherford Fire Department, we had a motor vehicle crash and a few medical calls in the last 24 hours, and same with Hudlow. They had a medical call first thing this morning, and Bob also wanted me to let everyone know to cut the wild onions today and tomorrow, and that's to stunt the growth, but good luck if you can get out there and cut them today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
All this rain we've got, it's made a mess, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. And there's more on the way.
Yeah, there is. Rutherford's going to be hosting a blood drive at Rutherford Fire Department next Wednesday, March the 8th, from 10 to 3 p.m. So anyone would like to come out and donate some blood, come on out. We'll be on North Mitchell Street, and it's in Rutherford, of course. And the ham and chicken pie supper, Mount Vernon Community Club, will be March the 11th, starting at 4:30. It'll be a drive-through only, of course, $12 a plate. Come out and support the community and eat good. And that's all I got going on right now, Lou.
All righty, Ruby. Ruby, listen to me, Robbie. Oh, you can tell I'm still half asleep.
Well, that's all right. Drink you some more coffee.
Yeah, let me back up one more time. Da-da-da-da. All right. Have a good day, Robbie. We'll talk to you later.
All right, you do as well. Take care.
All right, bye.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
25 minutes past 7 o'clock, 54 degrees, cloudy skies. We've got little light showers, and we've got a lot of rain coming our way, and we're going to check in Cherry Mountain with Sue Price. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Lou.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm getting there.
Well, it's going to be a sort of a busy day today, sounds like.
Yeah.
Hope we don't get too much of that wind. That's just so our power doesn't go off. Maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah, that's the main thing. But I do have that little backup gas heater I bought at Freeman Gas Company years ago whenever we did a live remote broadcast, and that thing has been a lifesaver when the power has gone off.
Yeah, they're nice.
Especially at Christmas Eve morning, yeah. Well, what's going on your end of the world?
Well, I don't have any calls from the fire department. I have no birthdays or anniversaries on my church calendar. On my personal calendar, I got a birthday for Joanne Brooks, so happy birthday, Joanne.
And on Fairviews, they've got a birthday for Josie Overcash, so hope Josie will have a good day. And in my announcements, the Fairview Baptist Church is going to be having revival, spring revival. It starts on the 19th and goes through the 22nd. And Sunday night service will start at 6:30 p.m. And Monday through Wednesday will start at 7, and everyone's invited. And so far, that's the only announcement I have. It's just quiet and calm over here, looking for a good day and a good weekend. I hope you'll have one, Lou.
You too, Sue. You and Richard have a good weekend. We'll talk to you again later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale, 828-287-9197.
This is Gilbert with a reminder. Tax returns are due. If you haven't filed your tax returns yet, give me a call at 828-289-9300, and we're announcing our grand opening of our newest location at 704 Oak Street in Forest City. We now have 3 locations to better serve you: Tryon, Rutherfordton, and our newest location at Forest City. Give me a call at 828-289-9300.
23 minutes past, make it 28 minutes. 28 minutes past 7 o'clock. Tracy just walked to the door and looked out, and no showers right now, but we've got a lot of rain headed our way and some wind also. Wind gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour, up to 45 to 50 miles per hour, and that high wind watch starts at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And for us, till 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. For our neighbors in McDowell County, that high wind watch is for until 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. We're up in the Shingle Holler area. We got Tina White on the phone. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning from Shingle Holler.
Good morning.
I didn't get to watch a beautiful sunrise this morning because it is dreary, rainy, just cloudy. It just looks like a sad day out there, but we're going to enjoy it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's 55 degrees, and the fire department didn't have any calls that I know of. I do have birthdays today for Dustin McCurry and Sheena Brackett and my friend Joanne Brooks. I hope all 3 of these have a wonderful birthday. And as far as announcements, tomorrow, Bills Creek Community Center is having their corned beef and cabbage dinner. It starts at 4 p.m. They'll have slow-cooked, tender, juicy corned beef with cabbage, veggies, desserts, and a drink. And that will be $20 a meal. So that's there at the Bills Creek Community Center. And next week, March 6th through the 10th, Pilgrim Way Baptist Church is having their spring revival. There'll be a different preacher each night. Starts at 7 p.m. And they'll also have special singing each night. So it's going to be a busy week up here next week, or tomorrow and next week, I think. But we're going to enjoy it.
Sounds like it's going to be busy.
Well, Lou, you have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Anybody that's traveling, be careful. Turn your headlights on.
Yeah, because it is dark.
And be blessed.
All right. Thank you, Tina. You have a good day.
Thank you, Lou. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we'll
Farm
check
Bureau
in with Brenda
Insurance doesn't
Kelly.
hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton. It's 7:31. If you've got to be at work at 8 o'clock, you've got 29 minutes to get there. 54 degrees, cloudy, rainy skies, and it's time for the Kelly Report. And here's Brenda. Morning, Brenda. One more time. Morning, Brenda.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm here.
Well, that's the main thing.
That's the main thing.
Oh, my goodness. Are you having difficulties?
Oh, no, I just forgot to push a button. Then I forgot
okay.
Robbie was Robbie, and I called him Ruby. Oh,
yeah. That's all right.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
He knew what you meant.
I know, and I mean it with love in my heart.
There you go. But we hope everybody's having a good, fabulous Friday, terrible weather day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's going to be bad, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. I hope it's not as bad as it has been in other places. They're showing storm areas on the Weather Channel. Some places flattened with tornadoes. It's terrible.
I can't get over all the snow they've had out. Where is it, in California?
Yes, and they never get snow.
12 and 15 feet. I've seen pictures on TV where you could just see the top of their chimney.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, my goodness, that's a bunch of snow.
And I know back in the summer, when I worked for Jim, they were having problems with drought, and they were looking at their water running out. So hopefully this will help them.
Yeah, it should, especially when it melts.
Yeah.
Be all at one time.
Yep.
Well, let's see, I've got 50 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays and anniversaries, but in ways of announcements, this afternoon at the Union Mills Learning Center, 6 p.m., soup meal, and the cost is $6. 7 p.m., wiregrass, no admission for the band, but they do have a tip jar available. Then Thurman City United Methodist Church at 301 Thurman City Road, Union Mills, NC. Spaghetti supper Saturday, March 4th, 4 p.m. until adults $10, children $5, under age 5 eat free, and they'll have takeout orders available also. And so far, that's all I know of that I got going on. We're just sitting around waiting to see what the weather does.
Yeah, I keep watching, and we are under a wind advisory till, let's see, our wind advisory for us ends at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, you're closer to McDowell County, so they're under a wind advisory starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon until 1 o'clock. No, wait a minute, I got that backwards. For us, it's 1 o'clock this afternoon to 1 o'clock tomorrow morning for McDowell County, and you are closer to McDowell. Starts at 1 o'clock this afternoon until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I could almost throw a rock and hit the McDowell County line out my back door.
Yeah, I knew
it ain't far.
I knew you were really, really close. That's why I go ahead and get McDowell County stuff too, because living up your way, you're right there at it.
Yeah, and not only that, you've got a lot of listeners up in McDowell County.
That's right, we certainly do, and we're glad to have them.
Yeah, when I used to go to church at Macedonia, they'd tell me about listening to it. So that's good, you know.
Mm-hmm. We love having them. We love them. Just
cover all kind of territories.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you better go to Ellenburg and check on Luther Sweet Thing and see if he's got his coffee and a biscuit.
Yeah, he's probably eating. It'll take him a few minutes to answer.
Okay. You have a good day.
You too, and if you're around your daughter's house, holler at me.
Okay. Catch you later.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-894-1244. 800-894-1244. 800-894-1244. That's 800-894-1244.
When my business got bigger, many things changed. My lunches got shorter, more meetings arranged. My budget got bigger, but all that it meant was I cared even more about how it was spent. When I spend it on radio, I see where it goes. My investment comes back, and my business just grows. Radio helps all businesses to grow. Find out how at radioheardhere.com.
Brought to you by this radio station to remind you that radio is heard here. Radio is heard everywhere.
Where our listeners patronize our advertisers. Call our sales department today at 287-3356. 23 minutes before 8 o'clock, 54 degrees, and Pastor Bruce Caldwell from Spencer Baptist Church just walked in and wanted us to remind you that there will be a country ham chicken pie supper at Spencer Baptist Church on Oak Street in Forest City. This is going to be tomorrow, starts at 5 o'clock until. Cost is $12 for adults, $5 for children under 12, and children under 3 eat free. And during the 8 o'clock hour, I'm going to give away some tickets to the chicken pie supper, country ham chicken pie supper at Spencer Baptist Church. This is tomorrow, starts at 5 o'clock and goes until, and Spencer is located on Oak Street in Spindale. Well, we got our last stop, and we're in Ellenboro checking with Luther Gillett. Good morning, Luther.
Good morning, you two. Nice day down here. Hope you're doing good.
We are.
But it's quiet down here this morning. Biggest thing going on is damp weather. A little wet around the edges, but it's quiet this morning. Fire department was quiet all day yesterday and all night last night. Everything good. Everybody's just trying to get to work. Get this last day of the weekend. Looking forward to the weekend already. So, you have a great day up there. We'll talk to you next time.
You too, Luther, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Well, you know all the news from the Sheriff's Department, 911, and we made our way all the way to Union Mills and all the way down to Ellenboro. Well, we're going to give you a chance to get your birthdays and or anniversaries called in, 287-3356. Tracy's out front. She'll take you down your birthday or anniversary, and we want to announce it and celebrate it with you here on WCAB.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association and the North Carolina Athletic Directors Association.
Every morning I open the door. Hello, stock. Hello, store. Building my business, building my dream. I'm glad to have radio on my team. It reaches my customers and new ones too, and tells them about what we offer and do. I'm watching my budget. I have to spend smart. For me, radio is a good place to start. Radio works harder. Put it to work for you at radioheardhere.com.
Brought to you by this radio station to remind you that radio is heard here. Radio is heard everywhere.
Let the WCAB marketing team go to work for your business. It works. Call Tracy or Jim at 287-3356. We're still holding at 54 degrees. There is a wind advisory in effect for McDowell County from 1 o'clock this afternoon till 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Southwest winds at 30 to 40 miles per hour, gust up to 60 miles per hour, and this is going to affect portions of western North Carolina. Again, starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, gusty winds can blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs can be blown down, and there could be some power outages, so do be prepared. And for Rutherford County, there is a wind advisory in effect. That's from 1 o'clock this afternoon till 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Looking for southwest winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. This is going to affect northeast Georgia, the upstate of South Carolina, the southern foothills, and the Piedmont of western North Carolina. And again, from 1 o'clock this afternoon till 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, gusty winds can blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs can be blown down, and there's always that possibility of a power outage. Now, there's also a strong cold front that's expected to move in to the mountains this afternoon and track east across the Piedmont late this afternoon through mid-evening. Now, conditions will be sufficient for development of scattered strong to severe thunderstorms. Damaging winds appear to be the primary threat with these thunderstorms, with a secondary threat of tornadoes, which most likely could be short-lived. So that's our forecast. So stay tuned to WCAB, and we will keep you updated as the weather changes throughout the afternoon. Well, let's see who's celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Well, in our birthdays and anniversaries, actually yesterday, Sonia at Wayne's Lunchbox celebrated a birthday today. Walked in yesterday afternoon, and there was a bunch of pretty pink roses there. I love pink roses. So happy birthday, happy late birthday to Sonia at Wayne's Lunchbox. Now, Wayne's is, I think Wayne's is closed today. Yeah, closed today. But you can wish Sonia a very late happy birthday on Monday. And don't forget that chicken and pie supper. And we've got tickets to give away, and we'll do that during the 8 o'clock hour. Spencer Baptist Church will be having a country ham chicken pie supper. This will be tomorrow starting at 5 o'clock. Cost is $12 for adults, $5 for children, and under 3 each free. Again, country ham chicken pie supper at Spencer Baptist Church. And we have tickets to give away. We'll do that during the next hour. Well, we're going to say goodbye to our folks joining us by streamer. We'll bring you back at 8 o'clock for ABC News, and then we have Word of Faith starting at 8:30 this morning.